What's up guys? Welcome to my channel Everyday Unique. In this video we are gonna making a comparison between iPhone Pro Max 12 and iPhone Pro Max 13. If you want to buy iPhone or wanna know which model is better, then this video is for you. In this video we will discuss about design, display, power, camera, battery life, pricing and much more aspects of both iPhone 12 and 13. After watching this video you will be able to decide which model is best. But before starting video I have a request. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. And if you want to purchase iPhone then best Amazon deals are available. You can check description. There are links. So let's get started. Number 1. At a glance. Almost identical looks. Thicker, heavier iPhone 13 Pro Max, new Sierra blue color. 20% smaller notch on iPhone 13 Pro Max. 13 Pro Max has 120Hz ProMotion display versus 12 Pro Max 60Hz. Pro Max has cameras updated with faster aperture, 3x zoom. New cinematic mode on iPhone 13 Pro Max. Faster Apple A15 Bionic processor on 13 Pro Max. Battery life is up to 2.5 hours longer on iPhone 13 Pro Max. Number 2. Design. You may have a hard time telling the difference between the iPhone 13 Pro Max and its predecessor. After all, the overall stainless steel design is essentially the same, and they're also almost exactly the same dimensions, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max measuring in at a virtually unnoticeable 0.3mm thick and slightly heavier at 240 grams by comparison. With the 228 grams weight of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Take a closer look though, and you'll notice a few differences, like the fact that the iPhone 13 Pro Max has a slightly narrower display notch, 20% narrower, to be specific. While both share the same gold, silver and graphite colors, the iPhone 13 Pro Max features a new shade, Sierra Blue, which is noticeably lighter than the dark Pacific Blue option for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Number 3. Display. We've already covered the smaller notch on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but there's an even bigger difference between the two OLED screens under the hood. While the iPhone 13 Pro Max has the same 6.7-inch screen size and 1284x2778 resolution, it beats the 60Hz refresh rate of the iPhone 12 Pro Max with a 120Hz screen. While we still have, after testing it in person, we can definitely say that we noticed a difference in fluidity when using 120Hz Android phones from Samsung and OnePlus, especially when going from a 60Hz screen. The main thing you'll notice is a difference in smoothness when scrolling, and while it's not a total game-changing upgrade, it's the kind of subtle feature you won't want to give up if you've gotten used to it. Beyond the faster refresh rate, the iPhone 13 Pro Max also has Apple's ProMotion feature, which means you can adjust your refresh rate from 120Hz to as low as 10Hz, depending on how you use your phone. This prevents additional battery drain with a faster refresh rate for no reason, for example, if you're just reading static text. Another key difference is brightness, with the iPhone 12 Pro Max offering a 28% brighter display, which should improve visibility outdoors on sunny days. Number 4. Camera. The iPhone 13 Pro Max comes with some notable camera changes. For starters, the main wide camera has an f1.5 aperture on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, compared to the f1.8 aperture on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The 13 Pro Max's ultra-wide camera has an f1.8 aperture compared to its predecessor's f2.4 camera, while the iPhone 13 Pro Max's telephoto camera has 3x optical zoom compared to 2.5xx on the 12 Pro Max. Perhaps most exciting is the fact that, thanks to the largest sensor ever used in an iPhone, the 13 Pro Max's main camera now captures up to 2.2 times more light for photos and videos, while the ultra-wide camera absorbs a whopping 92% more light. This means low-light shots are likely to be noticeably better on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max compared to the 12 Pro Max. Not only that, but you can also capture macro shots on the 13 Pro Max thanks to the ultra-wide camera's new autofocus system that lets you capture subjects just 2 centimeters away. There are notable improvements with video too, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max introducing a new cinematic mode that has rack focus and a manual focus feature that adds a more professional quality to your shots. Impressively, it can also change the focus of a previous recording, which could be a game changer for mobile creators, though it's probably an underutilized feature for the average casual user. Number 5. Power. It's no surprise to hear that the iPhone 13 Pro Max, along with its mini siblings, 13 and 13 Pro, is the fastest iPhone ever made, not to mention the most powerful smartphone in the world. When it comes to raw specs, no other non-Apple smartphone processor comes close to the power offered by the new A15 Bionic chip in iPhone 13 Pro Max. Its new high-efficiency 6-core and quad-core CPUs are 50% faster than the competition, while the new GPU is 30% faster than rivals. A new 16-core neural engine also means machine learning abilities are improved too, unlocking new iOS 15 features like live text in camera and a new 3D map navigation feature. Compared to the likes of the iPhone 12 Pro Max's A14 Bionic processor, the gap is likely to be smaller, and while the newer phone obviously wins on raw power, it could happily spend another year with the iPhone 12 Pro Max without coming close to feel that you are short of power. While both phones come in 6GB and 128GB, 256GB, and 512GB storage options, the iPhone 13 Pro Max also has a gigantic higher-end 1TB variant for media hoarders and power users. Number 6. Battery life. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a slightly larger battery, exact capacity not specified, than the iPhone 12 Pro Max, along with software optimizations and the ProMotion display. Apple promises that the iPhone 13 Pro Max will last up to 2.5 hours longer than the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is a decent increase in longevity. Charging speed remains the same though, with both phones offering 20-watt fast charging, which should boost you up to 50% in around half an hour. Number 7. Prices differences. At first glance, the starting price of the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini is a whopping $100 cheaper than the iPhone 13 models, but this is before you consider the storage space. Both iPhone 12 models start at 64GB, which used to be a lot of space many years ago. Now with the apps getting bigger and taking more detailed pictures with the camera video, you can go against this storage limit during your time with the phone. The iPhone 13 starts at 128GB, so if you compare it to the 128GB iPhone 12, you can see the difference of only $50 in price. For that $50 difference, you can get a lot more for your money by going with the iPhone 13. But if you just want a 5G iPhone and you can't afford to have a ton of apps installed on it, then the iPhone 12 is really cheap while still having most of the features like the iPhone 13. Verdict. We can't say categorically which phone is better. But it's more than reasonable to make some assumptions based on the changes on paper, and clearly, in every category, the iPhone 13 Pro Max stands out. However, that doesn't mean all iPhone 12 Pro Max owners need to upgrade. This is definitely an evolutionary update, rather than something completely new. The design is more or less identical, and while the 120Hz display is certainly a nice feature, it may not be worth the upgrade itself. If you're an occasional photographer who tends to stick to daylight shots, then you can probably stick to your guns for at least another year. However, if you take a lot of low-light shots and are an avid videographer, the iPhone 13 Pro Max's camera upgrades will be very tempting, especially with the improved battery life. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. Subscribe the channel. Share the video. If you want to buy iPhone, you can visit description where I have given Amazon best deals of iPhones. If you have any questions, you can type in comment section. See you next.